Hey guys, welcome back to RHR Jen. I'm so glad you're here. Pippa's wedding. Let's revisit this. Look how beautiful. Oh, I love Pippa so much. I love the relationship that she and Catherine have. And of course, I love James Middleton as well. But today we're talking Pippa's wedding. So this is a video I've done in the past. I wanted to revisit it. I thought it was important that if you hadn't seen it, we watch it. And if you had, let's talk about it some more. So I was out sick, as you know, for so long. I've used everything I had banked. So I just need a couple of days to continue to gather stuff. So I thought we could revisit this one and I could play it for you once again. So thank you for being here. I'm Jen. Honk, honk, everyone. Hey, the toilet paper monster is back in the news. That's right. You guys, it is just complete nonsense. So I feel like I needed to vent on this one. And I need you guys along with me for this one, for this ride. But it is Pippa's 6-year anniversary. 6 years and 3 kids later. This beautiful woman is celebrating her anniversary. So yeah, Pippa and James have been married for 6 years, and there's been articles coming out about their anniversary. And P.S., can I just remind you, oh my God, look how cute they are. Look at little George and little Charlotte here. I believe George was like 4 and Charlotte was 3 or maybe 2, but oh my gosh, look how cute. I love it so much. I love Charlotte's dress. Look how cute that is. She looks like a little angel. Anyway, so news is coming out about their anniversary, but how does this relate to Meghan? Oh, don't worry, she's making it about herself. What else is new? But don't worry, we won't let her. Look at this picture. I'm dying. I haven't looked at Pippa's wedding photos in a long time, so I was just looking at this, just saying, oh, look how cute. Oh my goodness, so cute. Okay, let's get into this article and what's going on. So the Daily Mail put this out saying her lace dress was stunning, but it was toddlers George and Charlotte who stole the show. How Pippa Middleton's big day unfolded 6 years ago today, and guest list drama involving dun 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 Meghan Markle. So this article came out. We're going to break it down, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you it has to do with Meghan Markle and her mouthpiece / lapdog, Omid Scobie. They're putting out stupid things like this, trying to turn the attention back to Meghan. Something tells me they'll do anything to get the attention off that fake car chase stuff that's going around right now, but we'll see. So the article starts out by talking about the 2011 wedding, of course, Catherine and William, how Pippa became the world's most famous bridesmaid thanks to that sleek dress she wore. My God, who could forget that? 6 years later, it was Pippa Middleton. I don't know why I have trouble with that name. Pippa Middleton's turn to become a blushing bride when she tied the knot with hedge fund manager James Matthews. The couple married St. Mark's Church in Inglefield, West Berkshire, in May 20th, 2017. So now, as we know, 6 years later, they have 3 children. Arthur was born in 2018, followed by Grace in 2021, and their baby girl, Rose, was born last year. So here's Pippa and James looking, just gorgeous. I love her dress so much. I'll show you the back in a second. It had a very thoughtful cutout detail that I thought was really pretty, but I love the lace. I love the photos of this wedding. It seemed truly just a happy occasion. So pretty, and congratulations on the 6 years that they're celebrating together. And there's the back detail, so beautiful. You can see Catherine there to the right. You can see, of course, their dad there to the left, and beautiful event. Look at the flowers, gorgeous. Okay, let's get into how Meghan's trying to insert herself into this and make it about her as per usual and what's going on there. Get ready to strain your eyes from rolling them so hard. Guest list drama with Meghan. According to the book Finding Freedom. Okay, pause. Just hearing those few words tells me it's total bullshit. Now, I know you know, but in case you don't, Finding Freedom was written by Omid Scobie, her favorite lapdog, and it has since come out. She had to admit in court that she actually was involved in writing this book, even though she had previously lied, saying, no, I wasn't involved, even though she absolutely was involved, and like I say, had to admit that in court. Convenient how they forget things like that, right? Oh, yeah, I forgot that I helped write this book. Anyway, okay. So written by Omid Scobie and Carolyn Duran. Both Pippa and her mother, Carol Middleton, harbored concerns that Meghan and Harry's presence might overshadow the ceremony. I'm sorry, what? So they are trying to make a non-issue into an issue. They're trying to make it seem like something that Meghan wasn't invited to was because she might overshadow or outshine the bride. I mean, the gall on this woman to say such a thing. It's just ridiculous. And again, just shows, the size of her ego. Then it goes on to say Meghan put, quote, careful thought into her outfit. Pfft, when has she ever put careful thought into any outfit? The day of the nuptials, a newspaper ran a cover story, quote, it's Meghan versus Pippa in the wedding of the rears. What? Accompanied by a rear-view paparazzi picture of Meghan in yoga pants leaving a central London yoga studio with a side-by-side of the infamous photo of Pippa from behind at Kate's wedding, 2011 wedding ceremony. Now, I looked for this article, and I couldn't find it, so I don't know if it's been taken down or what. Doesn't matter. But I did find this. I'm taking a side note here. Of course, Pippa is on the right. I mean, I'll never forget that moment either. She looks so beautiful in that dress. That dress was made for her. But Jessica Maroney on the left trying to have her own Pippa moment, failing spectacularly. This was at, of course, Meghan's wedding. She was, trying to recreate a look like that and make buzz for herself, even down to the hairstyle and stuff. And yeah, it didn't so much work out for her, did it? Then it goes on to say, again, this is out of Finding Freedom. Harry and Meghan agreed that she couldn't possibly turn up to the church, only 50 meters away from a specially arranged media pen, after such a crass cover story. Since when? Since when has that cow cared about if it's a crass cover story? Again, look at what's going on in the news right now. She loves that shit. I just think it's to make it about herself. She wanted to make her grand entrance later on and, I don't know, not sit through the quote-unquote boring bits of a wedding. She wanted to make it about her somehow, so she found a way to do it by arriving later. Then Meghan and Omid decide to come up with this idea. The authors say that Harry and Meghan then came up with a plan which saw them drive out to Berkshire on the day of the wedding. Meghan stayed in an Airbnb that a close friend and wedding guest had rented on her behalf, while Harry attended the church service in, again, that place. Meghan then did her own makeup and got dressed into a decidedly unflashy long black gown. Okay, tell me Meghan wrote this story without telling me Meghan wrote this story, right? So she's trying to, I guess, play a victim here, like, oh, I couldn't be included in the festivities because I would attract too much attention. The ego on this woman. I did my own makeup. And then goes into the detail of wearing a black dress. Now, I know rules are a little different here in America, but from what I've heard, that's a big no-no in England because she pulled this crap before at... now I can't remember whose wedding, some society wedding that she apparently acted like a spoiled brat at that I've talked about before. She wore black to that as well. And I got told by many people in the UK that that's just not something that's done. I just want to take this story in and really think about what she's saying here. She didn't want to sit through the wedding ceremony because she was afraid it would take too much attention away from the bride. I keep going back to the ego, but the narcissism on this woman to say something like that. It's not about you. It's not your day. And just think about this. She has a history of pouting and trying to make things about her, well, always, but especially on wedding days. I go back to Eugenie's wedding all the time and her making her pregnancy, I'm using quotation marks there, announcement at Eugenie's wedding. But yet at her own wedding, she was so afraid that Doria would steal even a second of focus from her that she dropped her off a few blocks before the church. Sorry, I can't say that without laughing. Before the church, so that way she could be photographed on her own. Just think about all that. So then the book goes on to say that Harry traveled back to the Airbnb to grab her, basically. And Goes into the reception. They didn't want the couples to sit together, and so Harry and Meghan reunited near the dance floor where they spoke about their evening apart. They left around 2 a.m., where a protection officer drove them back to Kensington. What about the Airbnb? None of this story makes any sense. Anyway, forget Meghan. Let's just take a look at some beautiful photos from the wedding itself. God, they look gorgeous, don't they? And look at those cute little, do they call them page boys? Flower girls? I don't know. So cute. Beautiful picture of Catherine and Charlotte. I love it so much. I remember hearing that Catherine had recycled this dress because she actually didn't want any attention stolen from her sister on the day. She didn't want it to be about what she was wearing. The happy couple, they ended up going to Australia for their honeymoon. I love that detail. But anyway, beautiful wedding, beautiful event. Happy anniversary to them. Meghan Markle continues to suck, and so does Harry. So they can enjoy the misery of their own making. I really feel like they're just trying to get out any news right now they can to deflect from the train wreck that is that fake car chase that they put out there. So I feel like this is just all having to do with that. But even if it's not, just what an arrogant move. I get wrapped up in the narcissism of it all.